Welcome back to Crazy Dave's Crew. I'm Laura, and you're watching Thursday Threads. We're going to do something a little different today. Instead of doing a quilt block, we're going to make a very quick and simple towel for the handle of your stove, your oven. And this one I have to give thanks to my mother-in-law, because I had been making them, but I'd been crocheting them. I have a pattern for my embroidery machine from Embroidery Garden on how to do the toppers. And I love those. Don't know why, I just have always loved the decorative towels. And one year my mother-in-law gave me one that had a potholder on top. So I got to thinking about it, and of course people getting married, and there's birthdays and anniversaries and different things. I got to thinking I needed to make some more towels. And I wanted to show you guys the quickest, simplest way to make up some towels, and also very inexpensive. So I went to Dollar Tree, and I was very disappointed because their selection, in fact, the first Dollar Tree I went to had no pot holders whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. And I'm like, okay, this is going to make it interesting. Because if you buy them from Dollar Tree, you know, you can get them two for $1. 50 cents each. And usually they have a standard number of, colors, which actually always matches the towels that you can buy from there. Well, no, I knew I was going to be able to find some more somewhere. So I saw this one and thought, I love it. And I saw this one and I thought, oh, I love it. And then I saw this one, and this is the one we're going to do today. And it is like a cloth, flour sack, linen-y type. No, Dollar Tree is not going to give you the highest quality, but it's not like you're going to be washing and drying your dishes with these. These are for decorative, wipe your fingertips on. So like I said, what I love is that they will have, their reds are going to match this. Their blues are going to match. So that's pretty exciting if you're wanting to try to make things match. So, oh, and just as a point of reference, this one would make a wonderful plastic bag holder because you don't have an upside down design. Why don't I show you how to do that in one of the next videos? Be on the lookout for that. I think we will. So this towel, I'm going to leave it folded just as it is, because when I fold this over, the towel actually comes up to the seams of the pot holder just perfectly. It's, the seam is going to stick out just a little bit. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing you need. You need a button. So I want my loop to be on the back side. So I'm just going to lay this out. It's already got a nice crease right there. And I'm just going to kind of make sure this is all nice and creased. And I can always put some pins in it just to tell me, hey, this is where I need to be. Or you can draw a line with, let's see, what have I got? Where's my pink? There's my pink chalk. Let's see if that will work. So it is right at 7 inches in. I think a 3.5 inch mark is just where I want it to be. Put that aside. So from edge to edge, it's 7 inches, so I drew my line 3.5 inches across. And you could do it, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to kind of line this up with my crease. Now, if your towel, when it's straight off the shelf, isn't a perfect match, which is most often, then you'll need to do some folding or some other things. But you see I've got a nice fold, and that's what I want. And I am just going to line that up as best I can. Eyeball it. And of course, lift it up. There's my fold. There's my line. It's perfect. And let's see, pinning is actually going to be a little difficult because the pot holder is so thick. So let me go get some clippies. Little clippies. You can also get these at Dollar Tree. Oh, I meant to tell you, I did find some other ones at Dollar General. Now they were $1 a piece. They're a little bit bigger, both wider and longer, but still in your basic colors. Couldn't find any black though. But I got some reds, some browns, and some light blues, which light blue would go well with this as well. It's almost the perfect match. But I wanted the dark blue. So, because it's going to be so difficult with the pot holder as thick as it is, I'm going to clip. I love these little clips. I use them for my, for chips, bread, whatever, when we open up a bag of shredded cheese or something and there's no ziplock to it. And then we'll check the back, because again, I want my line of my towel right on the seam line of the fold of my towel. Should be right along here. So it's right sides down. Okay. The design is here, so I want my loop over here. I've changed my foot to be the standard generic, what is that, the J-foot, just a very generic, standard, everyday foot. I'm still going to put my needle right in the center. And I'm just going to be sewing right on my pink line. And yes, I'm going to sew the tag down as well. Just going to kind of fold this over. Listen, this one just happened to be a perfect match. I didn't have to unfold it. I didn't have to press it, anything. Most of your towels, though, will need some adjustment. Perfect. I'm backing up. Remember, it's not a race. Now, because this is going to be hanging on the towel, on the little towel rack, I want to sew this down one more time. And that's just me not liking to repair stuff. So I am going to reinforce it. I'm going to pull my threads through because I am going to tie this. Oh, if my eyes want to work. So I'm going to kind of tug at the stitch on my top string here, and it will loosen the loop. So I get my, now I have 2 strings on this side. And I'm just going to sew all the way to the end again. Now, I have to admit, I really like my big machine where it has the automatic tie-off and things. Well, this one doesn't. I want to leave a bit of thread on each side. That's what doesn't come out. Take these off. And I'm going to do that again with my thread and my stitch. I'm going to pull this top thread just a little bit, and that will pull the loop up just a little. Now, usually in quilting, I don't worry about tying it off because, you know, it's going to get quilted over, it's going to get reinforced anyway. And sometimes it is hard to see, especially when you, here we go. And sometimes I have to pull it from the other side as well, just to kind of loosen things up. All right. See, I know it pulled out there real good, so why is it not pulling here? I see it. I wanted to go get a magnifying glass on my kids' science kits from when we were homeschooling. There we go. It's on the tag, that's why it's being so reluctant. I have it. Oh, there we go. So I've got all my strings on the back, and I'm just going to tie them. So I have 2 from the first time I went around, 2 from the second time, and I'm just going to take all 4 strings Just a couple quick knots. Clip them. And ta-da! Now all I need to do is get a button for right here. And I picked up, I think these were $1.97, maybe $2.47 at Walmart. But I kind of like the look of a dark wood or the light wood, especially for me doing those farmhousey looking ones. But I can just pick a button or get from your button stash. Put a button just right along here. And that way when it comes over, you just hook it. Hook that over the button and you have a towel for your kitchen, hanging up on your stove, decoration for, you know, fingertip drying. And by buying a regular old towel and a regular old a regular old pot holder, washcloth, yeah, they're going to be easy to just throw in the washer and dryer. So putting the button on is probably going to be the hardest part, the longest taking part. The rest of it was easy breezy, especially with this towel and this pot holder. As I said, they just matched up perfectly to the seam. Now, if you've got one that doesn't want to match up, and I actually think this is going to look good. What do y'all think? Is that good? Alright. So we've got the brown with that one. Or I've got the red with that one. What do y'all think? The red? Let me know in the comments below. We'll do this one in an upcoming video. Should I do the red? Or should I do the brown? Now, there is nothing at all wrong with doing it this way. I personally just don't care for it. I want to have it going all the way to the binding. So we'll do that one in another video coming up soon. Because there's a couple of different ways you can do it. And I'll show you my preferred method. But tell me, which one should I use? Should I do the red or the brown for Happiness is Homemade? That would be my next one that I do. So let me know in the comments your opinion. And I think I'm going to do another one of these. And put my buttons on. And I'll have a nice wintry decoration for my kitchen. How easy is this? This cost $1.50. Plus whatever might, you know, if you want to extrapolate with the button out. But 3-4 of these in a box makes a great present. And it took you just a few minutes of time. You've got a homemade item. It's adorable. And you're giving a nice gift without a lot of cost outlay. Like I said, I know that the Dollar Tree is not the highest quality. but they are cute. And fortunately, these are not those microfibers that always, it sticks on my hands. I don't like it. But inexpensive, quick, and fairly nice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it has inspired you to try your hand at something different, something new. And if this is your first time watching, consider subscribing. Most of my videos, my Thursday threads, are of quilting and quilt blocks. But I'm trying to include some other things. I'm wanting to branch out a little bit. I know I have to really practice on certain things like pinwheels and the flying geese and different things, getting my points, trying to get things on point, and I know what I need to work on. So I'll still be practicing those, but I think every now and then let's throw in a quick, easy project. I like quick and easy, especially if I'm on a time crunch. Be sure to find us on Facebook at Sewing and Crocheting for Beginners. I'd love to see pictures. What have you done? What is your go-to sewing project for gifting? Is there anything in particular you'd like to learn that you're wanting to do but you don't know how to get started? No promises. No promises. I can't guarantee it because we're learning together on this. But put that down in the comments. You never know. You might inspire me. And with that, have a wonderful week and a wonderful time sewing. And may God bless you and keep you in the coming week. We'll see you next time right here on Crazy Dave's Crew. Thanks for watching.